look at that. It revs all the way to 8,000 RPM. 8,000. Ha! Honda, put that in your pipe and smoke it. What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in my personal Subaru 2002 Prodrive style STI. What that means is a lot of letters, a lot of extra words to remember, but one of the most rare Subarus around at the moment, as there are. I say Subaru, I know a lot of you out there in the odd parts of the world will call it a Subaru. Even my friend Tony T, the JDM fanatic over here, which we're missing again today. But yeah, it's quite a treat, this vehicle. This is a JDM Prodrive vehicle, which is quite rare. I mean, obviously Prodrive is a UK based company, where this is the most JDM version of a Prodrive. Tell your mum. So what that actually means is the year is 2002. 19th of January to be exact is when this vehicle rolled off the showroom floor. This exact one. This is number 613 of 951 of these vehicles built. Very, very low number. I know you do get some special editions like a 555, but nah, 555 was based just solely for Japan. These 951 vehicles were like a worldwide Prodrive type of vehicle, which makes it quite special and stunning. And of course it's in the beautiful WR blue, the World Rally blue. And listen to this thing. Oh, we love Scoobies. I love Scoobies. So it is the WR blue, World Rally blue in color with gold rims combo. Ah, perfection. This was also the year that Peter Solberg actually joined up with Subaru to drive for them in the WRC. So it's a very special era to me. I loved when Peter Solberg jumped in there with a Moretti-eyed, wide-body bugger. The bugger was actually frowned upon when it was launched. You must know at the time we had the GC8 Subaru, which was from the 90s, 94 to 2000. That was version 1 to version 6. When this vehicle came out, not to be funny, but Cars in Action, South Africa, compared this to a monkey's behind. A monkey's ass is what they called this vehicle, saying it was so ugly. I also kind of fell into that group in about 2001 when they were released in normal editions. My father actually had a blue bugger WRX. I liked it, but they were ugly. It was something new. People didn't understand it, and I fully get that. I didn't understand it that much either. What can we say? It really was something completely different. It was a lot bigger. You could almost say focused more for a European American market from what Subaru was used to. Although in today's terms, that is definitely not the case. In hindsight, I should say, that is definitely not the case. So what is special on this exact Prodrive style vehicle is things like the big wing. So the bugger never actually got a big STI wing. That was something that this edition never got. STI is all about big wing. After this, the Blobber came out, and the Hawkeye 2004 and 2007 marked the two new shape Subarus that came out, and they had big wings on the STI. The WRX only had the low wing. The STI in this year, they came with the low wings. So that was also something strange. You'll see a lot of people taking off big wings to put on the small wings on the buggers. So it has the big WRC style big wing, and that's why they did it. This whole vehicle was to commemorate the WRC victories and what they were doing at the time. So what that means is it also has a WRC side skirt style. So what that actually looks like, you'll see with some of the clips enter here. The front of the side skirt starts off as STI and ends off as WRX, just like on the Rally car. The next thing where this car has something very special is the front bumper. It is a WRC front bumper, the World Rally Championship front bumper that you found on the WRC car, just a little bit of a skinnier version of that due to the WRC car being a wide body. It also comes with a roof scoop. That is my favorite thing about this vehicle. You don't need aircon for anything. The roof scoop is ideal. You know, it's so great to drive with this open. It's like having a window open and you can still have a conversation. It's nice and cool, the air blowing through, just like a WRC car. So the roof scoop was also something rare. It also has a Prodrive grille. So a lot of things were changed up on this vehicle. Some Prodrive suspension was tweaked on this car. Also in this was the top of the range spec'd out Prodrive, which comes with a front center differential, a proper LSD, a more aggressive LSD than what you would find. It is a non-DCCD car, so there is no DCCD to control where you want the power more rear biased or towards the front. That didn't come out in this model, but it is a beautiful 6-speed. On top of that, it has a navy blue cluster. The navy blue cluster is super rare. You only found that on like the S202s and basically the S202s and some of the Spec Cs. The Type RA, you would find the navy blue cluster in those vehicles, making this something very special. To me, it sounds silly just to have a different color on the back. People would say, oh, what? But if you are a Subaru fanatic, a Subaru purist, you will love little things like that have been changed on the vehicle. On this one, I had a friend make up a fully forged carbon fiber Prodrive gear knob. It's got the P in it. That was a custom made up one by my friend Graham, daily driven photography. Also the beautiful blue interior, the blue door cards, blue on blue. It's stunning. I love this vehicle. Big STI scoop. They also had a very rare strap brace on the inside that also only came out on the S202 models. I don't even think the RA might have got them, but I do know the S202 model had got that. It does come equipped standard with intercooler sprayer, no fog lights because it's an STI. STIs didn't have fog lights, guys. It is a 2-liter VVT-R motor, STI VF turbo on there. This one has been forged, but back to stock. Oh, what can I say more than I love this thing, guys. It was a great time in Scooby's history when these were launched. I love Subarus. As you know, I got quite a few. At the moment sitting with the RA as well, one of 1,000, which I'm sure we'll get into in a future episode. Whoa, water, and I've just washed this car. Okay, I'm safe. If I turn here, it'll be okay. These things are like slingshots. Here we go. 8,000 RPM shift, and it just goes. It just climbs up to 100 Ks right there for nothing. That was literally from 40 to 100 in that. I think this one's a bit low on boost. I think it does need a proper map. At the moment, I think we're about 0.9 bar boost, which should be good for maybe, I'd say roughly at the wheels about 170, 180 kilowatts. It is as quick as, to compare it, 140 BM. I actually pull on them slightly with this vehicle. So for its time, we're talking about a 2002 vehicle versus a 140 being from, I'd assume, the 2014 era up to the new shape ones. So it does have some go. It could be quicker. It does have a titanium exhaust system on it. I'm not a fan of the tone, but it is lovely. Phenomenal vehicle. It feels tight. That's the thing. The WRX felt a little bit, you could say, loose on the road, where the STI everything tightens up. So a lot changes from the STI to the WRX. Obviously the WRX has a 5-speed manual gearbox. The STI has a bulletproof 6-speed. Phenomenal little gearbox. As you can hear the little blow-off chirp there. Subaru really had something going for it back in the day. Now I'm going to say something that's unpopular, unpopular opinion with a lot of Scooby owners is, to me, Subaru stopped being Subaru after about 2007, 2008, 2007, where the Hawkeye stopped. The hatch, I can still say, was a pretty cool Scooby, but they lost their Subaru-esque-ness. We'll just give a little bit of a chirp on that turbo, so you can hear the blow of the, and then you've got the turbo dumping the out of it. It's a surreal experience. It just captures its era. All you want to do is listen to things like Limp Bizkit and Korn in this type of vehicle, because it takes you back to that day and age and time. It was good to be a teenager in these days, witnessing these vehicles being brand new from factory. That was almost 100 k's there, just coming short at about 90, but that quick, it just jumps. These vehicles are nice. As I can't go on enough about the beautiful suede interior. Man, I love it. I love it. I enjoy these things to the max. Oh, that roof scoop is so cool. The beautiful blue interiors on these are phenomenal. All suede, genuine from factory. It's got the blue door cards. The same for the rear. Oh, excuse my jacket there. The same for the rear. Beautiful blue back seats. You can check that roof scoop out there. Man, these vehicles were slept on. These were slept on, guys. Oh, look at that roof scoop. as we were talking about the navy blue cluster, look at that. Something so small, but I freaking love it. It's if you're a Scooby guy, you'll lose your head for those things. So the Jap specs were much quicker than our local specs. Now that's the weird thing, is a Subaru overseas could do a 12.9 to 13 second dead quarter mile standard from factory, whereas our local STIs would only manage, if lucky, a 14.1, 14 dead. Some with talent, if you really use all the gears correctly and you use the motor to its limit, flat foot shifting, you might see a 13.9 out of a Hawkeye STI. But as we're saying, a 13.9 to a 12.9 is a whole second. You do not understand. On a quarter mile, that is bus lengths, absolute bus lengths. So guys, I absolutely love this vehicle. This is one of the most stunning Scoobies around, in my personal opinion. I know GC8s are still these Scooby the go-to, but there's something about a good bugger that's just so right, you know. The cool thing about these JDM specs as well, all Jap specs. Okay, this is also, sorry, I forgot to actually mention this. Prodrive actually did frosted glass, tinted glass. So this is not a tint, it's actually black from the dealership. So frosted glass, it's actually darked out and tinted in the glass. It's not a film that goes over the glass from the dealership. That's how they brought it out. It does come with a rear windscreen wiper, as you can see through the middle there. So the rear windscreen wiper is actually for things like snow. I mean, a lot of people use it in the rain, but we had a snow day in South Africa. That back windscreen wiper comes in quite handy when it comes to snow weather and everything in between. Oh, I love the thing. The EJ20 VVTi in this delivers a lot of torque, man. That's one thing we didn't address in these vehicles. The torque of this vehicle is probably around the 490 newtons. For something that's a little milk carton in size is insane. It's mind-boggling, you know. This will alter any petrol head's mind into knowing what Subaru is about. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle once again. I love these things. You know what? We're standing here by this vehicle and I haven't even done this the whole time. Oh, it's so special, man. It's so special. That roof scoop is the absolute business. Ah, man, look at that thing. You know, little air dam. It makes sense for rally vehicles, you know. When you're driving in a hot car, no aircon, that is your saving grace. But yeah, man, this car, it gets me every time. That color combo, it's so period correct. The WRC blue on gold rims, Brembo brakes. It's a combo, man. This thing stops so well. So guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this little Scooby introduction. Ah, man, this car, it does things, you know. Like many vehicles have a lot of soul put in them. This has a lot of error put in it. What I mean by that is, it just, every time you get in it, it pulls you back to the times. You know, you can't get in this car and think about like how fast and new paced vehicles are when this is just as quick, and it's a 2002. And the next thing is, it doesn't deliver its power linear like a BM 135 and 114. It feels quite linear. Yeah, they feel fast, but it's like a linear feeling. These are aggressive. They feel like slingshots while you're accelerating, you know. So it's something different. As I say, it just captures the essence of what Japan was all about. Fuji Heavy Industries knocked it out of the park with these. Ah, guys, what can I say more than that? Oh, I hope you guys love Scoobies as much as I do. I really hope you do, because a lot of people miss out on these things. They don't realize how good these cars were and still are. Oh, you know, even watching Conor McRae back in the day, that was my ultimate driver. There is no better drivers than rally drivers. And Conor McRae in the 22B, man, it made everybody, the fans that we are today. I say we because I know you are all loving Scooby at this point in time. But yeah, definitely like, comment and subscribe. Tell us what you think about this vehicle down below, and maybe we'll also throw some Evos into the mix for you guys shortly. I think that would be great. We can do some comparisons. To me, I'll say this much: the Scooby is the one you want to settle down with. The Evo is the one you want to go for a good hot lap with. You know, I will say the Evo is the better car. The Subaru just has more soul. The Subaru is the one you want to settle down with. Evos do their job like a computer. They do their job like a computer. You put the inputs in and it just does it. A Subaru, it calls a lot more from you. It asks you to do things differently. It doesn't just want you to put a input and say, this is what I want done. It wants you to do it in a certain way. It will get the back end out like an Evo will, but you have to put a different set of inputs in. So yeah, I would say the Subaru is the one you want to have the relationship with for the rest of your life. That's the one you want to end up with. The Evo is a great car, but it does everything better, but my money is always on Subaru. Well, with that, guys, we come to the end of this one. I love Scoobies! Oh, we went to the Subaru Museum as well. We got to write on the walls back then. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I'm Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher. Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking rapper. No capper, street nigga, not a rapper. Chopper hit him and he turned into a booty clapper.